Hello and welcome to my channel, The Enthusiast Garage. And this is a very exciting day for me. I finally got the Cougar in. I had my eye on this car for a while now, left the guy a deposit, and been going back and forth trying to make a deal on it, and it's finally here in my driveway. Gonna include some footage of me when I first picked it up and saw it at the guy's place at his house. All right, so I'm here to pick up the Mercury Cougar. Also wearing a Mercury Cougar shirt. Here at the guy's place that I found on Facebook. Already paid him the deposit. I called the tow truck. They're coming on the way, and we'll tow the car over to my house. Start working on it. I am going to do a walk around on the car and show you guys everything. It's a very nice looking car. It's not the cleanest car, but it got a lot of potential. It's currently, the color is olive green. Let's see if I can show you guys a close-up of the paint. And the paint on it is, it's decent, but it's losing clear coat on the back, so definitely need to be repainted. And I don't think I'm gonna keep this original color. I really like black Cougars, so I might paint it black, keep the chrome bumpers and the chrome offset. It got the vinyl top on it, not the hard top. Well, it is a hard top, but it's a vinyl top. It came in 3 models: hard top, vinyl top, and a convertible. I did see that West Coast Cougar, they sell the whole vinyl top, but I might just take it to the upholstery place that I know, talk to the guy and see if he can do upholstery on it, because you can see it's all leather. So he can probably remove the top, remove the leather. It's pretty soft leather too, it's not hard, but all the sides here are cracking, so it definitely needs to be replaced. And I might just do black top, so black on black. I like the rims on it. I'll definitely get them all cleaned up. It's missing the rear emblem here. I'll try to source it somehow. So this Cougar got the sequential light in the back. It was actually one of the first cars, one of the first few cars that started doing that. So when you do the right blinker, right turn signal, for example, it will do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's sequential in the back. And this is the XR-7 model. It came in basic trim, XR-7 trim, and then the FE, which is the bigger engine model. In the 70s, it became the Eliminator. It comes with a rear spoiler on it and the big block engine. This one got the 302 engine on it. This is a license plate holder and the gas cap. So that's the only body damage I see on it. The old previous owner said that it got hit by a golf ball over here. But that's fine. I'm gonna do the whole paint on the car anyways, so everything will be done. I see some surface rust here, or rust that's been repaired before, or they tried to repair it. The rear quarter panel window is off the track, easy fix. It's missing the emblem in the back and the light reflector in the back. So I need to source those two right here. Let me show you guys the interior. So it got a white leather interior. It's not perfect condition. It's pretty decent. It definitely needs some upholstery work, especially on the door panels. The handles over here. On the other side, headliner sagging, so it definitely will need to be fixed. The armrest on the back passenger side. So I was thinking of doing either a black leather interior or red interior. Or maybe brown. It will be black on brown. I'm not sure yet, but I'll definitely clean this interior first before I do any of that and see how it looks, because the white actually doesn't look that bad. The seats, their seats are just dirty, but I don't think the leather is damaged on them. So once I clean them up, they might look pretty decent. This is just an aftermarket console. I'll throw it away. I don't like it. It got the C4 transmission, the 3-speed transmission. The dash wood here is peeling, but anyways, it wasn't original wood to begin with. Mercury just put like a faux wood over here. So I'll definitely be changing the whole dash. I don't like how it looks like. Probably either get real wood, darker grain wood, or leather wrap it in black or something. And this is an aftermarket steering wheel. Let me go on the other side, show you the steering wheel. This is an aftermarket steering wheel. I'm not a big fan of it. I'll try to source the original steering wheel on it and replace it. I'll be replacing all the small detail parts like this one, or maybe try to clean them up, re-chrome them. This is for the mirror. The AC buttons, for example, go through all of them. Plus they're showing 52,000 miles. I'm not sure if that's original miles, I doubt it. But you do have a tachometer in this car, unlike the Mustang, so you can see the RPM. It's missing the original radio. Let me show you guys the engine. It's interesting. The Mustang handle is over here, usually under the hood, and this one's under the bumper. So you reach under a bumper and then you can open it. Alright, so here's the engine. It got the 302 in it. This one, the 302, is equivalent to 4.9 liters. People usually call it the 5.0 engine. Not to be confused with the Coyote Ford engine, the 5.0 in the modern Mustangs. This is a slower version of that Coyote. But this engine got a lot of potential on it. So it got an Edelbrock, valve covers, and air filter here. And let me show you guys the carb. The carb got me really excited because it's a 4-barrel carb on it. It got an Edelbrock 4-barrel carb on it. And even the intake, the air intake here, it's been upgraded to the Performer one by Edelbrock. So I think the original owner spent some money on it. He installed headers. I can see headers. I can see a straight pipe. And the exhaust is shorter exhaust. That's cut off halfway. It's still got the resonator in it. But I'm sure this car gonna be really loud. So the story behind this car, the guy, original owner, the guy I bought it from, he's not the original owner, but owner of the car overheated with him. So he wanted to change the water pump. He took it all apart, the whole cooling system, radiator, fan shroud, water pump, and he never got to fix it. He just gave up on it. It does have the power steering pump, by the way. Mustang didn't have that, this one does. So I'm hoping I can just buy a whole new cooling system, put it in, and I hope he didn't blow the head on it by overheating it. I asked him, did it overheat for too long? He said no, as soon as it overheated, he shut it off. Anyways, I'm gonna do compressor test on the car and make sure everything's good. So the owner said that the headlights, they don't work because it got a vacuum leak. I read about those headlights, and they are notorious for that vacuum leak. I'm trying to follow the vacuum line, and I think it goes inside the fender, so probably this is where the problem is. I do have a smoke machine though I can use to find vacuum leaks. I'll probably do that and track it down. West Coast Cougar do sell a kit to make it electrical. We'll add an actuator to it. And I've seen some people use the Miata actuator to retrofit it in this car. But I can manually open up the headlights so we can take a look at them. There we go. I'm glad this emblem is not lost. This is a nice emblem. There we go. That's how it looks like, opened up. You can tell it's getting stuck over here, so probably needs some adjustment and alignment. But the pump is working. I can feel the pressure. I don't think there's a leak in the actual pump or the canister, vacuum canister. Yep, vacuum canister is working. So yeah, I'll deep dive more into it, see what's going on. Here's all the parts that came with it. They are in the trunk. So it still have the original floor mat in the trunk. And all of them didn't have backing for the back seat. I did see a lot of companies, they do an aftermarket backing. Here's the original radiator, the reservoir, all the pulleys, the alternator. It does have an alternator, not a generator in it, which is great. The fan, here's the old water pump. I'll probably replace it. I'll make, in the next video, I'm gonna be working on that. I'll buy a new cooling system. I'll have them all lined up with next to the old parts and start working on it. All right, so I found a lot of parts in the trunk. The owner left me all the parts that he took out when he was doing the cooling system. He put them in the trunk. And I was lucky enough to find some extra goodies as well. For example, I found weather stripping for the trunk area. This is great. I'm glad it's still there. Some extra seatbelt buckle that looks in pretty good condition. I found all the emblems. I'm really excited about that. I was worried about all the missing emblems, so all of them are included. There's some brand new ones. There's a brand new knob for the window, handle with a knob. Even the side marker in the back, I did find it. It's in good condition. I just need the gasket in the back, which I can just put any kind of rubber seal would work. The aluminum trim that goes at on the quarter window over here. So here's all the stuff that were in the trunk, the whole cooling system. I inspected the fuel pump, water pump. I already ordered a new water pump, but the one that was on it, honestly, doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look bad at all. It just got that rust on the outside, but the shaft is working good. It's not seized. It's not broken. So I don't think it was the cause of the overheat. He said it was overheating, but after inspecting it, the thermostat housing had a lot of RTV. Everything had a lot of RTV on it. So maybe the thermostat was getting stuck because of all the RTV. I don't know. I ordered a new thermostat. Here's the alternator, the bracket for it, pulley, all the remaining brackets. Whenever I first saw the car in his garage, he had all the parts laid out on the fenders, and every part had bolts next to it. And I asked the owner, hey, can you do me a favor and put all the bolts for every part in a specific Ziploc bag and write on it, hey, water pump bolts, pulley bolt, alternator bracket bolt. So he did that, but he gave me 2 Ziploc bags. The first one says long bolts, and he put all the long bolts in. And the second bag, it's no effing clue bag, and he put all the remaining hardware. So it's gonna be fun trying to go through all the hardware and see which bolt goes where. I think this is gonna be the most difficult part, honestly, because I looked through the Ford manual, service manual. They don't really mention bolts where they go or the size of the bolt. For the water pump, I did find the template that show, because those water pump, every bolt is different size. Ford made it very complicated. So I did find the template for which bolt to go. All right, so that was a quick video just to show you guys the new project that I announced last time. For the next video, I am going to lay out all the parts that came with the car, the old parts, lay them down, inspect them, and then I'll have new parts, new water pump, new cooling system, new battery. I'll start putting everything in the car, add coolant, maybe check compression, or maybe turn it on first, then check compression just to see if it starts, and go from there. Try to get it running. That will be the next video. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time. Have a good one.